Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
What's up, guys? I am live now here with FSL. I'm here with Sloza. What's up, man?
Hey, KJ, what's happening?
Sloza, Mighty Ant, man of many builds and names, right? How you feeling?
It's good.
It feels good to be back. Casting.
Yeah, I'm excited for these matches tonight, especially the 2v2 coming up.
Yeah, look at that. So I'm showing that now on screen. Noka, that's a new team. And Tortoise and Hare. Basically the model team, right? Tortoise and Hare.
Yeah, you got. Well, we don't know what Tortoise and Hare, what they're gonna do because they do a little bit of everything. But having the Protoss Zerg on the other side, I think that's a really strong combination. So
Yes,
it turned out to be really interesting to see what Tortoise and Hare does, right?
Yep. And then Code S, which actually is mislabeled on the on the ad. That's not you and Cyan.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the real Code S, Hurt in Time DLS Mizel, what do you think about that?
Yeah, TVT, anything. Well, you have two mech players, right? So I think very methodical, longer lasting games. I don't think we'll see any quick ones there.
Really? You think it'll be like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think, well, Mazel has been known to switch between bio and mech, so
Yeah.
depending on his TVT strategy, he's kind of a little bit more unpredictable on this one, but Hurt in Time is a good mech player. If he gets his build up, he can be very dangerous.
Got it. And finally, your game.
Yep, Cyan, Mr. Protoss. That's going to be a tough one, but we'll see. We'll see about that one.
That's right. And you know what? We just got a resub from Counterfeit Penny, aka Hyper Turtle. How you doing? Thanks for the resub. He's now at 8 months. That's pretty good, but that's not as good as your streak. How long are you?
Is Cyan on? All I know is
Cyan
one.
is the one that's waiting for you to fail. He's waiting for you to forget and re-up, and then he'll have the record. But,
Well, I pay my bills automatically, so.
It's gonna be hard unless there's some outage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. But yeah, thanks for the resub. And he'll be playing tonight. Hyper Turtle is part of the Tortoise and Hare team with War Bunny. So I think we'll see him first because I know Hurt in Time. He requested to play a little early, right? Because he has guests over at his house. But it really just depends on Mizel if he's available. So right now he's not on yet, so we can start with a 2v2. Why don't we interview the guys? Let's go see if we can bring him in. I think they're pretty much available. So we're bringing in at first the first team here, War Bunnies. I'll add the other guy, War Bunnies and Hyper Turtle, coming on the screen now. Oh, I thought I saw War Bunnies, but he disappeared. But we do have Hyper Turtle right here.
Bunnies, is your picture up?
And I don't see Noka just yet. The Noka team. Oh yeah, they're here. They just need to be on video. Let's
They're
bring
on
him on
Team 3.
Discord. So we have Noka also, but we just need him on video. There you go. We got one of them on. There's War Bunnies. He's on now. So we're missing one part of the Noka team, but we have 3 out of the 4. What's up,
Hi,
guys?
yeah, good evening. Just having some problems with my camera. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry.
Got it, got it. So, are you the same guy from last time that had a camera problem? Because maybe we can win and then buy a new camera. That's the thing, right?
No. I had my camera last time.
Oh, you did. All right.
Um,
So,
yeah.
Sergio, you have questions for these two. Why don't you go
Yeah.
start?
Yeah, let's start with Noka team. Who named you guys? What's what's the backstory on Noka? What does Noka mean anything that we don't know of? Can you tell us that?
Gray, do you want to take this one or?
I can take this one.
Okay. So we work for a company called Acon Curtain and Dividers, skirting bellows and industrial curtain tracks. So we sell, not for a little advertisement for a company here, but we sell industrial grade curtains for weldings, insulated stuff, construction related stuff, and all that.
Nice.
So I'm the sales manager there, and Gray is our assistant sales manager.
Alright. We got a lot of convincing people here on this chat. Can sell us industrial strength curtains. What do you think about that, Hyper Turtle?
Yeah, that's exciting
if
stuff.
they've got a good catchy jingle to sell us right now.
Very cool.
Yeah, you caught us unprepared with that one. I don't have a jingle prep for that one. And next time we'll formulate one.
That's right.
But so it's just basically we just turned the company name backwards. So that's it.
Oh, okay. There you go. So little plug for their company. Turn it backwards. That's Noka or Okan. Did I do that? Oh no, Akon. Akon.
Yep.
Yeah, Akon, like the rapper guy or the singer guy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, like the rapper guy.
Right?
Yep.
Sergio, you got another question for these two, or you want to? You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
questions for Hyper
one more.
Turtle and them too. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So this is, I guess this is your debut, right? As a 2v2 team.
Or two,
Or twos team.
2v2, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So have you guys played a lot of twos together?
Before,
Yeah.
we used to play a lot before of StarCraft, and because of we're living in the Philippines, and our schedule is like we're gonna work from 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. In the morning, so time is, or I mean, playing is kind of hard, to be honest, with that kind of schedule.
Yeah, there's a
So
limited amount of people you can play with at that hour. So
Yeah.
uh,
So we got into StarCraft and played StarCraft for some time, like a year or so.
Nice.
So we're kind of like learning how to play it at that time.
Okay, very good. Let's go to Tortoise and Hare. So, we've seen your twos play many times, different strategies. I'm not going to ask you for strategies, but how do you feel against a PVZ team or PZ team
Wouldn't
going
be
up
the first
against
time, would it?
We'll see. We got some wins in yesterday, so we'll see how it goes today.
Actually, we were on a pretty good streak yesterday.
Yeah, tell us
Sure.
about your streak.
So-
Sounds cool.
We pwned a lot of noobs.
Uh,
I don't know. Some of it was clutch play. Some of it was just kind of one at a time. Opponents just sort of flying guys right into Marines. So
Nice.
we had lost a lot in a row, and the beauty of online matchmaking is, if you lose a bunch in a row, eventually you're gonna win those back. So we won them back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we're playing well and we can show some good games. We won't be as rusty.
Yeah,
Good luck
and you
tonight.
guys are a good test, very good test for Noka, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
keep getting their breaking people in. So hopefully we don't
break
know what
'em
they're
in.
gonna do.
Yeah, and before we start, I actually want, since Hyper Turtle is here, he is, I think he's the de facto manager now of our Patreon. He's also a Patreon. Why don't you tell us about it, man?
Not only am I the de facto Patreon
Yeah.
manager, I'm also a
That's right.
client.
You're working with Cyan on this, and you guys have plans, right?
Yep.
So maybe you
We've
could
been
clue
putting
it
our
in.
heads together on some things. The Patreon's been up since last season. We're trying to smooth some of the information out, make it easier to understand, also figure out how to make sure that any rewards that are promised are delivered.
Yeah.
So, we'll
Showing
be
that on screen now.
We're gonna be doing some meetings and probably rewording some of that and figuring out who can help us out as far as rewards go. But Patreons can be fun things, and on top of allowing people to help fund something they like, can also be another level that they can be involved with it. And I think the best rewards are along those lines.
That's right. And we're showing the screen on screen now, the Patreons, and additionally, thanks to War Bunnies for the resub there. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, as you mentioned. Patreon. We have the shirts, as promised, FSL shirts for the actual Storm Cup event. So we'll need to get the list of people and the sizes, the shirt sizes, right? We don't want to
Bunnies and I will be meeting you in Philadelphia in person, so you don't have to sneak us any delivery fees.
That's right. That saves quite a bit, and but we definitely need the sizing beforehand because we don't want to give War Bunnies a size super small. So, all right. So that's the Patreon. That's a little plug from us as well, as the Curtain Rods company, right? And all right. Any final questions, Sergio?
No, not right now. Looking forward to it. Good luck, guys.
Forward to it. We don't have our admin on. Mizell is hopping on to do all this, so so hang tight. Will be a little slower on creation, but I think they already did their vetoes. So we'll let you go to your separate discords. But good luck to you guys. We'll see you on the other side.
Sure.
Thank
See you guys.
All right. So let's see. Let's move them on to a different channel. Make sure that they're cool. Sergio, now that they're not here, what do you really think?
Yeah, so we have Tortoise and Hare experienced players. They're going up against two good opponents. I just don't know the chemistry between them two, right?
Yeah, it's hard to
but
say.
I think, yeah, it's hard to say, but I think I have to give the edge here to Tortoise and Hare because they've played a lot together, and I've seen their strategies.
Hold on. So why am I hearing?
FSL.
Hold on a minute. Why am I hearing
Tapos
Mr.
tignan mo sa FAQ.
Hold on, guys. There's something going on with where we can hear them somehow. Mute. Why are we hearing them? Did you guys hear them?
Teka,
I
sige.
hear them, right?
Kakopy ko. Ito. Send
Hold
ko
on,
sa'yo.
hold on.
Sa Messenger.
Hold on, you have me on camera. It should be.
Yeah. Let me. I'm doing production and all that stuff. So hold on a minute. There's something weird going on.
Yeah, I heard something in the background.
Yeah, I could hear them. So let's make sure that they're not part of this. They're not on Discord. So I'm gonna go to the stream channel. We're gonna move.
Okay.
All right. We're in another channel, but we're showing the maps. Why don't you talk about the maps while I set it up? Emerald City is the first one.
Yeah, it's a good. I like maps on 2v2s that are together. I think Emerald City, right next to each other. You can develop some good strategies there. Let's see, what do we have to for Nightscape? Nightscape, I think, is a good air map, but again, all these maps, the teammates are right next to each other, so they can support each other. So it's not easy to take advantage of one separate opponent. So I think these are pretty safe maps to play for 2v2s.
Yeah. So, hang tight, guys. We're still kind of getting set up here. We don't even have Gray on.
Send na lang invite si ano.
What the heck? We can still hear him somehow.
Let me see.
Hold on, guys. Until we figure this out, we can't go. So, hold on.
Okay.
How are we hearing? There's something weird, guys. I think it may be. I wonder if they're using the StarCraft chat, right? Because
yeah,
they're not on the Discord. We should
I'm not
be able to hear.
I'm not hearing
Naka-join ka
anything
ba sa
now.
FSL
I don't know if
channel?
it's,
Yeah, I can hear them somehow.
yeah, no, I can't from my side.
Yeah. Okay, so I can hear him, which means the stream can hear him.
/join yata FSL.
Yeah. See, I can hear something
let me
going
check.
on there. Hold on a minute, guys.
Dun sa SC2 /join dun sa chat.
Yep.
/join FSL.
Hold
Yeah.
on, guys, while we slow this out.
Yeah, you're right. It's on the stream.
Para makita ka nila.
Let me talk to him and see what's going on. Hey, I can hear you talking. What's going on? I'm not quite sure why. Are you talking on StarCraft or something?
Yeah, I was trying to get him to join the FSL.
Pero I can hear you on StarCraft, which can you? Where are you? I can hear you on the stream, for some reason.
Huh?
Can you mute? Can you see if you can mute? Can you rejoin Discord and see what happens? I can hear you double on the stream for some reason, and I don't know how that's happening. This is never.
Here, can you check if this one's if it's still heard on the stream?
I can hear on the stream now. Now it's not double. What were you doing? Why do you have two?
I think there's a there's a mic on feature on the video.
Oh yeah, you have to
Ninja.
mute that no matter what.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, you have to definitely mute that. So let me make sure. Okay, I get it now. We're good now. All right, cool. We'll be back. So
Sorry
yeah, get
about
him to
that.
join FSL. No worries, no worries. We sorted it out. All right, we figured it out. For some reason, his video was sending over his mic, which never happened
okay.
before. He unmuted it, and I guess that's a way to do that, right? So they can't hear him, but I can hear him, which means the stream can hear, which is not a big issue, but
Okay.
all right. So let's make sure we add him.
So let's
Hold on a minute. Let's sort this out. Gray is on. Okay, there you go. We're a little slow, guys. We don't have our admin, so I have to do like triple duty. Imagine if you weren't helping me cast.
you wanna take me off camera while they're playing?
Yeah, let me do that.
Or I can pretend I'm Gray if you want,
Could
and then
pretend you're Gray.
doing Zerg stuff.
That's right. Alright. Actually, one more thing I have to fix. So, about 30 more seconds, guys. Why don't you fill the time by talking about 2v2s in general?
Yeah,
What's
so
2v2 all about?
2v2s, it's different from 1v1s. I think most people who play that know that. And you really have to come up with team strategies in 2v2s.
Like what? Like
play.
what do you mean by that?
So if you play 1v1 and you use 1v1 builds and you do the same thing with your other teammate, that could be detrimental. You really need a composition that complements each other. Like one team would go ground, the other team would go air, and so forth. If you're going to rush, both rush at the same time. So those kind of strategies really make a difference.
All right, well, we're going live, so here we go.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
And so you can do the intros if you want. They don't have a... One of them does not have a team name. That's not the... Let me do the first one then.
Okay.
So on the top left, the Terran... He's playing Terran. He's usually a Protoss or Zerg. It's the first time I've seen him do this. He is.
Hyper Turtle.
And his partner, he's always Protoss that I've seen.
War Bunnies.
And these guys together.
Tortoise and Hare.
Go ahead, Sergio.
Okay, in the bottom right, we have our orange Zerg. It's gray.
Yeah, we have an intro for them, so it's okay.
We do, okay.
Just not the team name.
Alright, and then his partner, the blue Protoss, we have
Alright, and there's that. What's that team name?
Together, they're Noka.
That's right, Noka. And there's a gas steal here. Is that a gas? No, what? What? Look at this. So this is really funny. Noob Lord spent the money and made the gas for the Zerg, and then the Zerg's mining. So that way, the Zerg somehow doesn't spend an extra drone. That's pretty interesting, right? Because you don't lose the drone. Yeah, you don't lose the drone to make a hat,
Wow.
A gas extractor, right?
I've never seen before.
That's actually kind of interesting. Actually, it kind of makes sense. You don't lose that drone. You're mining one extra drone the whole time. And there is a cheese, though. It's fast. So, yeah, another reason for that is they want a fast cheese here. Look at that. Dude, Speedlings incoming with Banelings.
I wonder if Hyper Turtle thought that, oh, did you steal his gas already? You know?
Yeah, well, they didn't even go look. Actually, I'm looking at their vision. They don't even, they're not even looking, so.
Oh, he's scouting, right? Hyper Turtle's scouting.
Yeah, but he didn't see the gas part of it on the Zerg base.
Right.
But anyway, they're trying to break in now. Let's see what happens here. He's making a Zealot. He's making a bunker to help. This is gonna test them out, man. Oh, he needs to make another. He needs to make something else. He needs to cancel or at least stop building and build something else on top there. And their lings are in. I think they're in trouble, dude. They have one Zealot out, which is good. It's fighting at the wall, at the edge. And actually, no, wait a minute. He's able to go in the bunker. If he gets in there, Hyper Turtle got in. So that's it for the lings. That's all that's gonna be here. But it's still a pain in the butt to deal with that, right?
Yeah, big time harass. He's
Lots of harassment here. Oh, the Marines aren't rallied. They need to rally to the right spot. Oh, the Marines are going the wrong way. Okay, he backs up, but there's Banelings. They can see it morphing. They know what's coming, dude. This is rough, dude. They're in. I think they're dead now. This is a cool build, right? It's a Ling bust, which you don't normally see. The Banelings are gonna go directly to the mineral line.
Yeah, he's splitting them nicely between both mineral lines.
Oh no.
Gotta run. Gotta fool them.
Oh man. This is a game. I think they better account for this in game 2. They got cheesed. It's not over.
Yeah, their wall was just tiny bit late. Tiny bit, but
yeah, just a little too late. I think also they need to scout the gas first. There was no hatchery, so they should have known better on that. To take it super seriously, right? I mean, they did make a wall, but shield batteries aren't this good, are they? There's a void.
Apparently they are. Yeah. Yeah, they gotta kill the shield battery, not the.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna stay. You know, if they can stabilize, the other team has not expanded, and they still have an expansion each. The Void Ray here will make sure they don't die right away. I mean, they won't die just yet.
Yeah, but their economy has been crippled.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, War Bunny's economy is not too bad. It's got 18 drones.
War Bunnies, yeah.
But Terran's
problem
been
is just
decimated.
so much here. There's now a stalker. they can somehow stabilize. The problem is the other team will just keep sending units, making sure they can't mine. Right?
Yep.
This bunker has 2 Marines.
Yeah, that's GG.
So yeah, very nice cheese for the Noka team, man.
Yeah. Unpredictable, right? It's hard to see, hard to predict something like that. Although they did scout, I'm not sure if they reacted to the scout.
So yeah, the scout actually missed the gas that was taken by Zerg. You know, they did not see. So they didn't even see that it was a Protoss gas on it, right? So the next map we got is Nightscape. So hopefully Tortoise and Hare can kind of settle. Their weakness really is in the beginning, right? So that's why everyone cheeses them. Because then once they get to the air, it's trouble.
Yeah, nice strategy by Noka. Working together on that one.
Yeah, Tortoise and Hare looks a little off. They've lost the first few games.
Well,
surprisingly.
I think they just got surprised there. I mean, if they could have held, they would have been in good shape. But obviously, that's the whole point of hitting them early.
Yeah.
All right, so Noka stepped away for not Noka. Gray stepped away for a sec. I'll be right back.
He's going to the bathroom after that rush. Maybe they rushed because he had to go to the restroom. Right?
Yeah. Well. Yeah, Newplord, he looks like he's very focused tonight.
Yeah, they got to make that sale.
Yeah, they sold it all right.
They sold that. Yeah, we're doing something, but it isn't what you think it is. So
yeah.
Let's see. Lord, invite him again. Anyway, so look, they'd made a wall, right? And they broke through, the Lynx broke through the gateway. Maybe they need a shield battery there too. They should be plenty of time because they really were waiting for speed to finish, right?
Yeah, they do, but on that map you're making 2 walls, right? It's not just one.
Yeah, but there's 2 teammates. They both closed the wall, so... Yeah, a bunker and a shield battery they're gonna need if they're... But the first thing they gotta do is identify that Zerg is cheesing, right? And you can find that out simply by checking the hatchery if it's not on time. So, okay, so all the players are here now. We are, again, we're on Nightscape. That is the map. Lots of lasers in that map. Okay, I assume they're ready, so we're just gonna get started. And we'll pause if needed. Alrighty, in the bottom left corner, the Protoss player and his teammate. He's going Terran again, guys.
Hyper Turtle.
This team lost to a super fast cheese Lingbane attack. but maybe they come back. This is
Tortoise and Hare.
All right, in the upper right, the orange Zerg, we have
Gray.
and his partner, the red Protoss, we have
Noob Lord.
all right, man. Scouting.
and together they are Noka.
That's right. Not Nokia.
Yeah. Noka.
It's not Mocha. Not Nokia.
Well, Nokia is hard to say backwards, right? Icon.
Icon.
Yeah, so
Icon. Hey, Icon.
Acon?
Icon.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So
they-
immediately,
yeah. Wall.
yeah, we see.
I don't like this wall though because the pylon is right in front. But Gray is not cheesing really. He's did a hatch first, right? Did he do a hatch first? Yeah, it looks like a hatch.
It's hard to tell, but they
It's not
scouted
the same
it.
as last time.
So.
This wall is not good. But maybe the wall doesn't matter too much in this one, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking that pylon is there maybe to give lower, maybe shield battery on low ground. Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but look, even Hyper Turtles making his command center on the high ground, so they're playing super safe this time around. Although Protoss is chronoing 2 stalkers, Hyper Turtle is watching for an expansion. He has not seen an expansion for Protoss, but he hasn't even seen the actual expansion that Zerg does have. So they may overreact here, thinking another cheese is coming. You know, he doesn't know that there's a Zerg base.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a 3rd base for Zerg. He's gonna see it now, and he's like, "Oh crap! He had a base this whole time, right?"
Yeah, either that or they're going for this very aggressive one base style right now.
Maybe you mean they're doing it on purpose so they can attack?
Yeah.
Maybe. Alright, this Overlord. Oh, the Adept is moving out. Can he still see it? Yeah, he can see it. He has good vision on this, so he can kill it.
Additional supply depots required.
That's a good kill right there. Anytime you kill Overlord really early, it'll mess up the Zerg's build, right? And look, Noob Lord stole the gas, dude.
Man, he steals his teammates' gas and now the opponent's gas. I think he's taking the new gas stealing crown from Archaic, right?
Yeah. There's a forge for War Bunnies. I don't mind it because he's gonna use it for defense because he really just wants to get to air. That's where he's comfortable.
Yeah, and this map is ideal for that. There's plenty of dead air space around these bases.
And look at that,
And
Hyper
look,
Turtle floated to the gold, man. He's got 1 SCV as a passenger ready to mine. Roach for the Zerg, which is not good against air. I don't think on Okan, what is his thing?
Noka.
Okan. Noka knows about the War Bunnies going air.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah,
what makes them dangerous when they get to air.
Yeah. And a scan. Where's the scan going? Oh, it's up there. Okay, so there's the scan. Hyper Turtle is scanning away. They're like, oh, they don't know. We like air. Cool. Oh man, Hyper Turtle forgot to drone up the gold. Look, it's just now making. But maybe it's because he got the orbital. It took a while. It seemed like he didn't, but there's a little push here of roaches, which is not ideal against Void Ray.
Yeah, they're
Is it
gonna have
pushing?
2 Void Rays out.
Yeah, I think they're pinging to hang out there first, I guess. I like this. Hyper Turtle's opening up the rocks. Actually, I think they're attacking, dude. There's a lot of stalkers, though. So, the bunker is empty. So, they need to get up there, like right now. There's only 1. They might get overrun here. They need to be right up front, protecting the. Everything needs to be rallied there up front, man. They don't know. There's a huge force assembling. Dude,
Yeah. So what
they're
do
just
we have
chilling.
here?
They are just chilling.
Roach Ravager Stalker.
They don't know. This is a lot of Roach Ravager and Stalker, man. So there's enough air here, anti-air here. So there you go. At least they're moving now to the front. This Nexus by War Bunnies may be a good bait to delay the attack. The longer Noka team take, the better it is for War Bunnies because of their air. They have 3 Void Rays now.
There they go. They're going together. Yep, this is good.
Here
2 on 1 right now.
All right, if I'm a Hyper Turtle, I would not fight this. I would back up. Oh, he's going into the bunker, which is not a bad move. And here comes the Void Rays. Will we see the overcharge?
That's a lot of units here.
That's a lot of units. They just kind of didn't see him coming. The overcharge is good though. Oh, is he moving into the Vials? That's
He's
a
targeting.
lot of Void Rays. Well, I mean, Vials kills one of the Void Rays. That's a lot of Stalkers still.
Yeah.
They have like no units, man. I think they're dead. They just
It'll be
did
hard
not
to
have
stop.
any units. They didn't see him coming, and they were not together. That's a dangerous move by Noka here. They only have 1 Void Ray on the high ground and a few Marines, but I think they got caught off guard again. Huh? This is a later rush. It's
Yeah,
not a-
and on this map, yeah, you can. We've seen this before on this map, 2v2 map, where it's 2 teams versus 1, and then it's almost too late for
It is too late.
teammate to come back.
There
Some
are
good
tank.
Vials.
There is a tank. There is a Void Ray with a battery. The Vials are gonna take out the tank. Maybe they hold, but they're so far behind. Although the gold base is still up for Hyper Turtle, so he just needs to get a tank again. There's 1 more Void Ray for War Bunnies, but this is a big army waiting outside. They're like, yeah, you better not go down, dude. They're lucky they have not killed the hype. You know, they still have hope because they still have the gold, right? At least 1 more mining thing, but it's very faint hope. Look at the army supply.
Yeah, we have double the probes on the Noka side.
That's right.
Than we do.
The unit count is huge in favor of Noka. And he's like baiting him. I don't know about baiting him. It's like poking the bear.
That's a lot of Vials. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, they're trying to bust out.
Okay, this is actually trading pretty well for them. Oh, he unsieges the tanks. For what? To get a little bit closer? Oh, now the tank has been bioed. Both of them.
Yeah, and with Link Stalkers able to get up to high ground.
There you go. The Void Rays are still alive. But they're... Oh, the tank shows up. It's a good trade. It's really good trades here for War Bunnies. But is it enough to come back with? Well, a good save on the Void Ray, man, but...
Yeah,
War Bunnies,
nice.
and yeah, they're on life support.
Yeah, it looks like they held it.
They held
Great.
it. But look, at what cost? Look how the Zerg is all over the place now.
Yeah, Noob Lord kind of pulled back, but his economy is so strong right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they wanted to force it, right? They're way ahead now, which I think is a smart decision, right?
And yeah, Hyper Turtle is gonna expand. War Bunnies just needs the money to be able to expand with the Nexus. There it is. But what they don't know is how badly behind they are, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think went wrong for them? They just didn't see. To me, they didn't see him coming until it was too late. They had no Ling, or no, well, they don't have Ling. They're Protoss Terran, but they had no scout, right?
Yeah. The other thing is when going sky toss, you're not making a lot of ground, and Noka had double ground already, right? That's
Oh,
all they
yeah.
were pumping out. So just tank Marines and a few Marauders, they weren't going to hold. So
Yeah,
it's kind of a build order, and when they attacked, it's like you said, if you attack sky toss early, then you can really get ahead, and that's what we're seeing here.
And the tank is naked.
Yeah.
Some snipes. But that's just too much. That's just a numbers game, right?
That is a lot of army.
Surprisingly, Hyper Turtle made a Viking.
Yeah, the files are good. GG is called. Well done by our Noka team.
Yeah. We never got to see. They didn't let Hyper Turtle and them get settled. So let's go ahead and chit chat with these guys. Alright, back on the channel. Let me start with asking War Bunnies and Hyper Turtle. In game 2, I felt like you missed the scan that there was a huge army assembling right outside your base. It was just such a big army. What do you guys think went wrong? And well, game 1 we know you got rushed, right, and they busted through. But what do you think went wrong in game 2?
We missed the army. We didn't know where it was. That's what went wrong. We weren't prepared to handle it. We didn't have any splash going forward, so it made the low ground hold very difficult. We held okay for a little bit, but they were able to just expand afterwards. We kind of got smashed on that first.
Yeah, and Hyper Turtle, I don't normally see you play Terran. What made you choose that for today?
Sadly enough, specifically to deal with early pressure.
Ah, I see. It makes sense, because Terran usually has the best defense, right? However, man, there was just so much numbers-wise. It was just a map game, right? They just made a lot of stuff and went when you guys weren't ready. I mean, that's what we saw as observers. That's what it felt like. So you never got into your game. But you guys are no stranger to getting rushed, right? Because everyone knows, War Bunnies, they know you're going to go air and you'll be vulnerable. Do you feel like, this season you just kind of, they haven't been rushing you, so you kind of relax a little bit? What do you think?
No,
season?
I think that, well, this season I think we've been hit at that 5-minute timing both games. The second game was, I thought we were kind of ready for, I don't know, where, we'll have to go back and look where our units were. They kind of caught us a little bit. I think actually we took a pretty good value fight, it looks like on the screen, but they took the base out, so that kind of put the kibosh on any future things, and we have to kind of spend a bit more time practicing getting our army position correct if we're going to have small units. Otherwise, have to go more aggressive openings.
Yeah. So, I was looking at it. You're right. The other thing was you guys were just not all together up front. You guys were kind of way back, so they just kind of mowed over the first part of your army, which means it's not full army versus full army. They were together, right? So you did have a decent amount of units.
We had enough to hold if we were.
Yeah,
if
with
we would
shield
have been
battery
prepared for the
too,
attack.
overcharged. Yep. And your
we would have
void
had enough
waves.
to hold, but we didn't see him coming, so we kind of got pantsed the second game too.
Yep. Yep. That's where usually there's going to be a Zergling out there or something, or an SUV or a Reaper or something,
probe.
or whatever,
Yep.
or even just a lucky scan, right? Because he just missed the scans. Like he scanned at the tech, he saw that maybe they're macroing, but they really weren't. they were just making a lot of units. Like we're just gonna go, So, all right. Well, that looks like that's the game. What do you guys are going back to the drawing board? I'm sure, but any other comments? Hyper Turtle, War Bunnies.
We need to start playing a little bit more actual 2v2 instead of 4v4 and 3v3.
That's right. I do see
the way
you guys do that.
Defending yourself is very different.
Yeah. That's a
3v3
good point.
and 4v4 are pretty much the same, but 2v2 is a bit of a different animal, just like 1v1 is.
That's true. You guys are team experts. I've seen you guys play a lot of 3v3s. I'm surprised you don't do more 2v2s,
Surprises me too, but too many people always hop on, so.
All right. Well, Sergio, you got any questions for these before we move on to?
Yeah, just real quick. So Hyper Turtle, the first game you scouted, did you happen to see a Protoss gas on the Zerg base?
He didn't, Sergio. I could see it. I could see
no, it
the
also
vision.
also because I'd been setting up waypoints for my SCV. It also missed the timing of the spawning pool.
Okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah, it was
it's just
crazy
those
all in
timings. Those timings were just quick enough. I think you guys almost held. Right?
They almost held. That's true.
Yeah.
They built the wall in time. Certainly, they just needed a bunker and a shield battery or something. But anyway, that happens. Game 1 happens. Game 2 was tough. Just positioning. When I asked this Noka team, did you guys plan your game 1 and 2 strategies, or you just kind of like, okay, let's cheese first and see what happens in game 2, or what?
So yesterday, Noob Lord told me that I could actually use like his building, like the simulator.
Yeah.
So after he shared me that info, we tried practicing what we could do with it, because I don't want him to delay his build too much, because that's like 75 minerals start of the game. So
let me pause for a second there. Let me explain what he's talking about. So Hyper Turtle and War Bunnies, I was watching and I was like, wow, they stole his gas. And I clicked on it. I was like, wait a minute, they didn't steal his gas. Noob Lord took the Zerg gas. So in essence, the Zerg didn't have to waste a drone making an extractor or a simulator or whatever, right? Which means he was just mining directly in there for a big rush. It was insane. I've never seen that before. I've been playing StarCraft we all have, for like 12 years. Or whatever SE2's been out. I've never seen that strategy. So that's what
There
happened.
was a map that was very common on. You started 2 gases there was a 2v2 map. It started 4 gases, but they touched each other. You'd see it a lot on that map.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, never seen that before. So, Noka, you guys had this plan, all great. What else did you guys think? Did everything just go your way, or what?
Yeah, I think for today everything just go our way, because our plan for game 1 is just really to try out that 1312 speed links without me spending additional drone for an assimilator. So yeah, we tried that. And then game 2, what we have in mind is just really to do a timing and then back to macro and then timing again. So I think it worked out good. So we're kind of lucky on the second game, because actually in both games I think because they almost held the first game, and once they held it, we're pretty much GG at that point.
Got it. Yeah. So we never got to see the normal War Bunnies games there, because you guys barely busted through. But maybe this is a cool thing to watch out for when they play you, when teams play you. All right, Sergio, any questions for Noka?
Yeah, no, I thought your macro strategies were great. Macro was excellent. Like I saw you were on 5 bases. Noob was on 4. I mean, pretty quick. You guys just built up so fast. So well done. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Any final comments from either team? Questions, comments? No. All right, guys. Good seeing you guys, and we'll see you on the next matches.
Sure. Have a good
Thank
one.
you. Have a good one.
All right. Well, Sergio, let's take a quick break while we get set up for the next game, because I think it might be.
Yeah. Both Sai and I are casting the next one. We agreed that we would just look at each other's maps and cast. So
Just cast for both of them. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's gonna
so-
be Mighty Ant and Cyan, because it doesn't seem like Mizel is ready right now. So let's take a quick break, guys. We'll be back in like about 5 minutes for the next match. It's either gonna be you guys, unless Mizel somehow makes it in here. Okay? Because I know Hurt in Time has to go.
okay,
So
sounds
what
good.
we could do too is pause your series if you're willing to do that.
Sure, whatever. We're
We'll
flexible.
See. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, but we'll be right back.
All right.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
But it's also so far along that I guess that's not going to be the tale that Gumiho wishes to tell, but he's going to go aggressive with this. It's not just, hey, let me build some Banshees and get harassment. No, he's got, what is this, 8 Marines, 7 Marines, and a Cyclone. Looking around across the map here, find some value, maybe cancel a 3rd base. And considering Estrella really only has Phoenix, he's got 3 Phoenix, 3 Adepts. And that's about it. It does become problematic, although, of course, the Phoenix can lift that up, cancel it out. Gonna be fine there. And hey, more trees, thanks so much for the follow here. What are we at? We're at 3 Phoenix. I'm surprised we're not seeing them pumped even more, as again, Phoenix are a strong defensive utility specifically for games like this. But unfortunately, a couple of Adepts will die in the middle of the map. I mean, it's a good scout. It lets him know what's coming, what's happening. But you got to be careful. You do not want to lose a single Phoenix. They are by far the most important components of this ult. But for now, okay, so, there we go. We're going to see the Robo get targeted down here. Banshee's trying to do what it can, but of course there is detection. The Cloak doesn't really do all that much. Scan to try to find the Observer, successful in doing so. And is there a second? There is not. This Banshee is uncontested. Immortal's going to go down here as well. I said it was going to look good for Astray. He was going to be able to take advantage of even ping, but even ping is not a strategic necessity. It is just a mechanical necessity. And Gumio, he slaps him with the strategy. Game 1 goes the way of the Taltaran. How skillful are you at pinpointing your opponent's weaknesses with all that supply? But also the supply itself is important. As Gumio here looking to get a little aggressive. He's got 3 Reapers to do Hellions. He's going to try to bump the Adept out of the wall, and he should be successful in that one. They're going to look to dive in actually, but there we go. We're going to have a lift on, what are we going to lift? We're going to lift anything. Are we going to lift anything, Estrella? Please, you have a Phoenix here. You can at least prevent some of the damage from happening, but it looks like he says, no, I just rather have my Phoenix sit here. This does have a lift. He's just not choosing to do anything with it. Now he lifts something, and that's fine. More and more Phoenix are on the way, of course, but this is an entire mineral line that has been wiped out, and this one Reaper still has the damage. No probes are damaged, so it should be fine, and this should just get lifted up. Finally, it's going to go down. That was That was 14 probes. An extremely hard game for Astrea to make happen, but if, you know, he's going to try to make something happen here. Force field's a little bit late, though, so we're not going to see the high ground, low ground thing. There we go. It's going to be a force field, kind of, but it doesn't really give you any value. It just delays a little bit. Allows you to hold on for just a moment as the Phoenix, they get locked on and they don't go down. But this third base, it almost feels like what we can call an idiot magnet. Almost just feels like this thing that is like, okay, well, it buys me time. I'm going to cancel it. It's whatever. And Widow Mines! Oh, man, those Phoenix are so low anyways. Drop here, Widow Mine shot, and the natural. Astrea just not paying attention, so this gets 3 kills. Could have gotten a lot more, but a little bit of missed target there from Gumiho. Now the Immortals are out on the map. I mean, this is just it, folks. Gumiho's going to stim in. Shield battery recharge is powerful. It's not that powerful. Phoenix is starting to go down. Lifts on the Marauders are nice, of course, and you know it's actually doing a really good job of keeping these Phoenix alive. Look at his health go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. But the rally continues. Now Cyclones have really good lock on. Shield battery recharge is done. Gumiho tanked the entirety of it, and Astrea in his first EPT Cup since moving to Korea. We'll put this one on jet lag. Gumiho, 2-1.
We will have the Reaper finishing up in a few short moments, so Reaper will complete. And it's going to now be Marine production. Like I say, Marines can rally straight from that bunker from that barracks straight into the bunker, and that's really important because that's something which, if the barracks is just on the map, that doesn't really happen usually. It means now there is a very good chance that bunker is able to be the end of that natural expansion. We'll see what the micro is like with the SCV repair, because Reaper really wants to get a probe. Good job from Kalazur. Good control up until now. Playing just a good game until here. So yeah, great job so far. A couple of Marines in the bunker right now as SCV needs to be next to the bunker to dive into it, right? That's what saves the SCV usually. There's now 2 Marines in a bunker, and the Reaper, of course, can pull back. The SCV can hop out and start to get a little bit of repair up. There's not too much to be done just yet, as the battery is about to finish at least. Well, we'll see what we use the battery on. Looks like we're just going to let the Stalker get in. We're going to start jumping this SCV.
Sergio's here. Let's bring in his opponent. It's going to be Cyan. Looks like Mizelle's not ready yet, so let's bring in Cyan here. Mr. Cyan, Mr. Mighty Ant. Oh, Cyan's camera is frozen. Look at that. He's looking up at the ceiling. Yeah, I think he's watching the stream too, so he'll know that he needs to refresh somehow, right? Sergio, what do you think? Mr. Sergio. Oh, you think he's muted too? Well, it's just me, guys. This is gonna be the Code A match. Let me show the actual matchup. There you go. We're moving on to Code A. Alright, so let's talk to these guys. So, Cyan.
Hey.
Mr. Cyan, how are you feeling?
What is up? Doing okay.
I heard you had, you were under the weather, to put it lightly.
Yeah, so some of the family still is, but we're doing better.
That's good to hear. Are you well
so yeah,
enough
so
to face?
We'll see how tonight goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you well enough to face the mighty Ant?
I'm gonna say yes. I think I'm well enough to face him tonight.
There you go. Mighty Ant, how you feeling about facing an, not 100% Cyan? And you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, still dangerous. That's all I gotta say. Still dangerous.
Still dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you guys have been ready for this. Been thinking about it, right?
Yeah. I got one practice game in, so
All right, that's something.
Should be good. And I watched a lot of DreamHack today, so.
Oh, there you go. You might pull something off from there. Max Specs inspired.
There you go.
All right. Well, good luck to both of you. Any final words to each other?
Hey, good luck.
All right. Good luck. All right. So let's move them out of this Discord channel. You guys can see them. Here are the map selections that they have. It's Stargazers to start, then In and Out, and then if necessary, Moon Dance. So let's start with the Stargazers. Make that map. And so, you gotta invite the players too. So I'm kind of doing double duty here, so hang tight, guys. Oh, whoa, I chose the wrong... What? It's the wrong one. There's a Stargazer map, by the way. It's so funny. Hold on. That is too funny. Stargazers. There's a map called Stargazer. And that messed me up. Oh my goodness. There's a 4v4 map called Stargazer, and I loaded it up. I'm like, wait a minute. That ain't right. So let's get these players in. Who do you guys think is gonna win this? You know, Cyan is a Code S player. He's just kind of been out of shape, so he's dropped down to Code A. So maybe he's favored, but you know, there's gonna be a Protoss versus Protoss on this one, guys. All right, I think they're ready. Go, go, go. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Protoss versus Protoss on Stargazers, guys. Coming right up.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Alright, in the top left of this map, Stargazers, the Protoss player.
Cyan.
And his opponent on the top right.
Mighty Ant.
Low ground expansion for Mighty Ant. Cyan does the safer high ground. Not expansion, pylon. I mean, I suppose this could be an expansion, but it's very risky right off the bat, right? The typical gateway in the scout, so I like this for Mighty Ant. That's what you want to do. But this is risky, guys. If you have it down here, you could get rushed and then they bust right through, right? You'd have to have the max packs knowledge of how to defend that. A lot of Protosses don't even do that, but they learn from max packs that you can do it. You just gotta make a Zealot, scout around for proxies, get a Stargate, and forge. It's tricky. You lose more before you win by understanding all the different vulnerabilities of this, you know, low ground pylon in a PvP, especially. Obviously with Zerg you want to do it now, but with Terran normally no. 2-gate Cyber. Yep, so Mighty Ant's doing it where he makes a Zealot. That's what you're supposed to do. And then you get the Stargate. You can expand later too, you don't have to expand right away. But we'll see if he knows the nuances of working on this. He does have a Zealot to start pressuring. And Cyan has not started anything just yet, so this Zealot is going to be a pain. He is scouting Cyan, so he knows there's only one gate. So he probably doesn't expect He probably doesn't expect the Zealot on his way. But he needs to make sure he makes that Stalker, like right now. He's waiting. Okay, he's making a Adept, which is actually pretty decent too. And another Adept. So there you go. But he's not chronoing him. Oh, mistake. Mighty Ant needs to kill workers. Yeah, exactly. So get out of the thing there. He's gonna try to kill workers. Cyan under pressure. Gonna lose a worker. 2. It's a lot of workers. 3 workers already. 4 workers. That's quite a bit of workers. We might get more. 6? That's a lot, guys. Okay, well, Cyan needs revenge because he lost 6 workers and there's an expansion here. So Cyan needs to shade. He's not shading. He has Stalkers. He's trying to get back on his build now, but he's not shading this forward. Mighty Ant is smartly closing the choke, saying, I got a nice lead, bro. I'm just gonna chill. And I got a Nexus. Way faster than yours. So Cyan's not gonna be able to get in here. I'm pretty sure this is closed for business. Cyan wants to pressure. There's an Immortal coming out. There's a shield battery. Oh man, I don't see him busting here. He's spending a lot of units on these Stalkers. Let's see how his macro is. It's really about catching up with the macro. He's getting a Twilight. Problem is this Immortal is gonna shoo him away with a shield battery. So he can't fight that. Uh-oh. Get out of here. He's gonna go up for the shield battery. It's a very smart move by Mighty Ant. He'll go back, and he is gonna go back. Okay, he doesn't lose a unit, but he takes a lot of damage on this Stalker. No shield battery for him, and there it is. Now he's gotta drone up. Actually, he's probing up pretty well. He's only down by 3 workers, so he caught up. Here's the diamond mechanics right there. Mighty Ant getting forged, Twilight. And is he gonna take another base? No, he's just gonna be safe and try to make sure he sees if there's an attempt out here. There's gonna be 2 Immortals on the field. Zealots is the choice for, and he's getting charged. I like this. Cyan is a good call, charge, and he's almost there. Cyan only down 2 workers after losing 6 in the early game. Okay, Stargate and more gateways for Cyan. Looking good. He just needs to keep making workers if he wants to survive this double Immortal attack here that's coming, I bet you. Although he seems to be macroing up Mighty Ant. Hey, there's a cannon back there for Mighty Ant. And yeah, Cyan wants to expand a 3rd time, or a 2nd time for his 3rd base. Another observer for Mighty Ant. He doesn't want to lose to Dark Templar, which is not being made. Void Ray, loving this composition here. That's a real Oracle, by the way. But it's not gonna get anything done. There's a cannon there, a shield battery. Well, he got a kill, so it's something. Mighty Ant's gonna make another cannon here. Just doesn't want to deal with this. And actually, Cyan now caught up in the workers. Is even now. And he actually has a supply lead. Well, briefly. They're just kind of chilling here in this game. All right. So next tech. What's the next tech here? Just lots of gateways. Charge for both players. Mighty Ant takes the lead in the army count. These guys seem pretty evenly matched. Mighty Ant is Observer can see. Cyan can see Mighty Ant's Observer, but they have not killed. Oh, it's a good stasis right here. But, you know, the Observer's right here seeing everything. No third base yet for either. Oh, and there's a prison. Which Mighty Ant does not see. So
the minerals have up and gone.
There is a third base now, Cyan. Meanwhile, Mighty Ant is moving out. He finally kills the Observer, but the prison's right here. So this is a pretty big army for Mighty Ant. There is a stasis ward, very nice for Cyan. So this can certainly change the game. Let's see what kind of warp-ins. Cyan hasn't done a warp-in in a while though. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just expanding and chilling. He does have a Void Ray. So here it is. This is really crucial what this stasis ward will do. Oh, and it gets most of the Zealots. And there's a Void Ray. And 2 Void Rays with a shield battery. The warp-ins are here. Cyan's not warping. Okay, finally does warp in. But imagine if those Zealots were there. No anti-air for Mighty Ant, and he's in big trouble with the Void Rays here. Well, there is one Archon, but easily goes down. He's gonna kill a lot of workers, though. Void Rays are not shooting. They're finally not shooting. There it is. There's a lot of work. 22 worker skill for these charge slots, and even more up here. Cyan's a little slow on cleaning this up. Luckily, he has a third base, a third nexus. But 36 workers killed. Oh my goodness. It's taking a while to clean it up. And that's the problem. 44 workers. Oh my lord. Alright, here he goes. It's a lot of Void Rays though. So I don't think he'll clean up these Void Rays. Mighty Ant, Cyan needs to warp in. But Cyan's broke. He lost like 47 workers. So he just was not in the right place at the right time there. And the Void Rays are going to go down. Well, there's 2 more. He needs to prismatic align it, which he's not doing right now. There it is. He finally does it, so he will clean it up. Can he kill this 19 supply, dude? Cyan's gonna tap out, It's amazing how close that is for, you know, him holding and taking a huge lead. But it's very close. I mean, if he was just down there with his, well, I don't really know what to say about that, really, because if you think about it, you did get a free stasis ward, right? And So map 2. So inside and out. I think Science ready. Okay, Mighty Ant has not responded yet. I think he is ready. Okay, there he is. He's ready. Alright, let's do it. Game 2 coming up.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Alright, in the bottom left.
Mighty Ant.
And the top right.
Science.
So Mighty Ant once again at the bottom. You know, he took a big lead with that Zealot. So Cyan was a little late in chronoing. He didn't chrono his worker. I mean his adept. He shouldn't have taken 6 worker damage. That's a pretty big deal. Is he cannon rushing? He's sending this probe. No, he's not cannon. Just a gateway. Watch out. He might steal your gas. Nope. No gas steal. Wait, I heard something. Oh, he canceled the gas. But he's sending an, you know, Cyan is sending another probe out, which I don't like because he already has a probe out. So sending 2 is not ideal. Although the Cyber Core is very late for Mighty Ant. Cyan's gonna block, which I love. Cyan finally realizes, oh, I have 2 probes out. Although Cyan's Cyber is late too, because he's quote harassing. So that's not good. Everything's late for Cyan. Although he's gonna cheese. He looks like he wants to cheese. He's gonna do a proxy. Gateway. So he has 2 gateways now. Mighty Ant. Chillin'. Zealot. I mean, I suppose it's better you lose a pylon than this Zealot going on the other side of the map and killing 6 workers, right? That was his problem last time. I love that he is anticipating losing the supply, so he makes another pylon. But then again, he has a proxy pylon, so let's see what he does with this. 2 adepts are coming in. There's gonna be 3 gates so far here. If you put a 4 gate, this is a 4 gate, guys. Cyan's getting Forge and Stargate. Alright. And there's the 4th gate right there. So this is a 4 gate. The key here is Cyan should not take any damage from these, or, you know, not take too much damage from these adepts. Stalker is out. He's not looking, and he just needs to clean up this guy though. The chrono on the Alright, let's see. He's gonna Okay, he's following the shades, which is good. 1 2. We're gonna count. We're gonna get 6, man. Oh, he kills 1. So 4. And a warp gate, a 4th gate here, so Cyan better be careful. There is an Oracle, but I don't know. Can he hold against a 4 gate of Blink Stalkers, guys? Yeah, he has plenty. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. So, can he hold this? He has no shield battery. Science like, I don't care. I'm doing this. Science spent a lot of money. I mean, a Mighty Ant spent a lot of money on defense in the back, but the front, he could use a shield battery. He doesn't have it. Here it is. Oh, this is a good strike. And he does kill. He kills off the pylon, and this Oracle can't go against this much power. Yeah, this Oracle has no chance. That's it. He can't make anything. And that's a quick one. He ties it up. We're going to game 3. So game 3, guys, and then we'll have the big code S match. So Science strikes back. Alright, they're both ready. They're like, yeah, we're ready. They're ready to go. Game 3 coming right up.
Watching FSL Season 6.
Okay, on the left top, the Protoss player tying it up.
Cyan.
His opponent, the other Protoss player,
Mighty Ant.
yeah, Mighty Ant likes the low ground expansion. Or not expansion, pylon. I keep saying that, but there's no high ground expansion. It's your original base. Cyan is now scouting, but where is Mighty Ant? There's Mighty Ant. He just scouted. Cyan sees the normal stuff. You know, I don't mind him putting a pylon here so he doesn't have to deal with a Zealot in his base. Oh, he's gonna steal the gas! Oh yeah. That is huge. Because you know, to defend down here, you're gonna need... If you get rushed, you're gonna need that second gas. You need a Void Ray. Ooh, he's also gonna block, but look, once again though, he has both probes out here, so that's a big mistake in my opinion. He needs just one. And with that, he's taking to take a fast expansion. His Cyber is late though, so he needs that. There it is. So this will force Mighty Ant to deal with this first, and then deal with the other gas. So he makes his Zealot, he's gonna clear that out. This gives Cyan some time. But Cyan better be careful. He needs a pylon here, shield battery. Do not forget the oh, this is actually kind of smart. Mighty Ant's like, you know what? Fine. I'll expand in the back. I don't know why I never thought of that, but that's true. Don't worry about it. Just expand in the back. And Stargate for Cyan. Still on one gateway. In fact, his gas is mining is bad. There you go. He finally fixes it. Cyan is still on one gas. He still needs to clean this up. So, an Adept for Cyan is coming up. Mighty Ant is gonna take that gas instead of cleaning this up. Okay, that's not a bad idea. But you know, your Protoss, you need a lot of gas. So you do need to clean that up soon. He's not doing it right now with the Zealot. He's just somewhat defensive, which will give Cyan time to get his base settled. Especially the all-important shield battery. There you go, he puts 2. He's gonna make an Oracle. Cyan with the worker lead. Finally cleans up his gas. 2 gates for Mighty Ant with Blink researching, so here's the Oracle. He's gonna make the 3rd base right here. I wonder if he's gonna go.
Hey, they're attacking our base.
To the back. He knows. Nice move. There's no protection
here in the shadows.
And he's gonna get a lot of kills here. Very nice. 7 is fantastic. I'd get out of here. No, Cyan, get out of there. There you go. Just a misclick probably. But 7 workers. It's huge. Now he has a 9 worker lead. Where did he go? He's hanging out here. There is a 4th base, which Cyan does not know about. Void Ray. And more gateways coming. Okay, there you go. Void Rays. There's going to be a 2nd one up soon. Stalker Defense. Yeah, Blink is kind of scary, so be careful with that. But you need a lot of units if you're... Cyan has a lot of money too. There you go. He finally spends a few. That you just got to make sure he's spending non-stop. Mighty Ants has a nice 3rd Nexus advantage. Not just for money, but he can chrono. 33% more. Mighty Ant looking for secret bases. He's probably thinking he's placing neutrophil. And a Robo now for Cyan. You definitely want that. What if you got Dark Templar? Here, he's gonna come in. There's only 2 workers here, so there really isn't much to... He's got 100% freeze. Well, I think he just revealed his Blink. Mighty Ant with a 3rd base, but Cyan does get his own 3rd, although late. Army-wise are exactly matching at 25 each supply. But you gotta keep chronoing, you gotta keep warping in. Mighty Ant's gonna get the scout. Blink also for Cyan here. So the upgrades is really just the Blink, which is done already for Mighty Ant. A little bit of a slow game after that Oracle start, right? And some blockages. Mighty Ant with the upgrade. It doesn't look like there's no forage here for Cyan. This is pretty even. There's a lot of stalkers coming though, and I think he's gonna blink up the ramp here, or up here to the second base. So, Cyan, you better warp in. He's floating a lot of money, so he hasn't been warping in. And now he's gonna have to deal with this. Oh, free Void Ray. He does warp in, but it's a little late. Yeah, that'll force a get out. Oh, he's kind of miscontrolling this. He wants to attack. His Blink Stalkers take air. They're just poking at it because he can always blink away. He's like, I'm out of here. Cyan though still has the lead in both workers and army. Despite losing this, Mighty Ant still has an observer there. Okay, he's gonna blink again, I guess. He knows. I'm like, oh man, these Archons can't go up there, but he does have blink, I'm pretty sure. Oh, these Void Rays are alone. This is a miscontrol. Cyan's miscontrolling this quite a bit. Okay, here it is. He has blink, so he chases, but he's too far with the other reinforcement. He does go up the ramp again. He's still a lead by Cyan, actually, despite all of this. There you go. He's leaving some stalkers there on the high ground. I think he keeps F2ing. He keeps pulling. Oh, there you go. This is a good chase. Cyan finally pushes him away. Like, I'm tired of you. Yeah, you're right. It is down 20 workers, so... I don't know what happened to his workers. Did he stop making workers? I guess he did. But army, being up in army is great, but you gotta take advantage of it. You gotta go. Huge army lead. Oh, wait a minute. I'm reading that wrong. He's up workers also. Not just army. I'm like looking at it wrong. So a pretty big lead here for Cyan. So I'm not sure what's going on here with Mighty Ant. He just kind of stopped macroing. In fact, Cyan's gonna expand again. Yeah, Ghost Chant kind of confused me there for a second. But yeah, definitely advantage Cyan there, despite taking all that damage from these annoying Blink Stalkers. Cyan's had enough. But fine, go for it. I'm gonna attack. Oh, there's a disruptor. He got scared of the disruptor. And maybe he'll intercept this. He wants to intercept this. Does he have charge? Yeah, he does have charge. So, he's gonna try to sandwich this. Mighty Ant gonna fall further behind in army. With that blink, additional. And there you go. Look at the mass warp, and Cyan's looking good. These disruptor shots need to be fantastic. Oh! And he does snipe the second one after missing the first shot of the first one. I think he's just gonna bust through. Here's another disruptor shot. Beautiful one. Is it too little, too late? I think it is. 71 supply of army versus 17. I mean, this is where you pull in the workers too, but really, what can you do? That supply lead is huge. That is a huge supply lead. I think this is just a game of macro. Too much harassment, not enough macro for Mighty Ant in game 3. And that'll do it. Science pulls it off. Let's go chat with these guys. Well, guys, that was pretty exciting. Congrats, Cyan, on winning, but let's talk to you first. Mighty Ant, tell us how game 1, 2, and 3 felt.
Game 1 felt pretty good. I thought I was hoping to see adepts, and I did on that map. Because that just throws me off, so I just walled off. And I'm not sure I got ahead, but I didn't take any damage on that. So the first one felt pretty good. I was able to macro up and kind of do a safe build.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very nice. Game 1, you took a nice lead. The Zealot got in there and killed 6 workers. Cyan didn't chrono his stalkers. He was still asleep, and then they killed 6 workers. I was like, oh my gosh. But Cyan caught up in workers, believe it or not, right away. But
I believe it.
Yeah, he caught up in workers and made a game out of it. Unfortunately, some good harassment from you in game 1. In game 2, Cyan's revenge was the 4-gate. Right, Cyan?
Yes.
That was nuts. You had no idea about that, huh, Sergio?
I did not. I was trying to block off the front and try to go air, but then I ended up making 3 gateways and.
4-gate catch you, man. That's what happens, right?
He just throwing me off, right? So like, I didn't know quite what to do.
Yeah.
And then by the time,
Go ahead, say that.
But by the time he got to my base, I was, no, I don't have any, I don't have a robo, I don't have any stalkers, I'm dead. And then he killed my production, that was it.
Yep. Before we go to game 3, Cyan, I noticed you like to go 4-gate when things don't go well for you. Is that the case? Because I think you always do that.
It kind of is, yeah, because a lot of people don't really expect it too much. And in that case, I said, screw it, I'm just going to go 4-gate. I didn't think he would expect it. And when I saw the cannon at the front, I said, well, he's got a cannon. He's spending all his money on this stuff. I was just, no shield battery. There's only 1 pylon there. I said, I should be able to do this.
Yep, and you did. Now, let's go to game 3. That was awesome harassment by you, Sergio. You blinked in there, Mighty Ant. You killed a lot of stuff. You killed a lot of units. Because I think Cyan was F2ing back and forth somehow. Like, he was just miscontrolling it. You were really doing great. So I was like, oh, this is a lot of good harassment. But then I looked at the supply. You weren't macroing. You were not making workers, and you were not warping in. While Cyan was taking damage, and he took the big lead, even though he was taking the damage.
Yeah, the difference is his harassment early game was way better than mine, right? He blocked my gas.
Yep.
He blocked my Nexus.
Yep.
His Oracle was just putting me behind.
Yep.
So I was like, well, I need to do something here. Let me do Blink Stalkers and try to get in his base. But his macro is just, on par. So there's no way I could have caught up. I thought I was kind of doing okay, but then I saw his army and he was already getting a 4th base and I wasn't saturated. And I was like, oh, this is going to be an uphill battle. Yeah. And then he just out macroed me and just crushed me,
Yeah, the worker wise. Even though you had an extra base on him for a while too. It's just that I think he pulled away once he started macroing while defending. Even though he didn't defend perfectly, his numbers just shot up. It's like, what? So, Cyan, tell us about that, right? You're a Code A player now, but you've been Code S before. That's part of what makes you go to the Code S, right? Macroing, right? Or doing stuff at home. Tell us about that in your head. Like, what happened?
Yeah, so, I haven't really played in 6 months. So I think that's kind of helped me, and I've told myself in the early game, I got to stop using F2 if I'm going to harass with something, and that's how I felt I was doing with the Oracle at the start, was getting probes, setting them aside, focusing back on the base, building probes, pylons, getting some stalkers out, doing the blink. His blink was obviously way faster than mine, but while he was doing that, then I could send the Oracle back in, mess with some stuff, still take some damage, but still produce workers at the same time and just keep macroing out of it better than he did.
Yeah. So that's a pretty interesting game. There's a lot of things in there to look back into, Mighty Ant. Cyan to look at where you can improve. But it was pretty exciting until just the supply lead, I guess, just kind of got out of hand. So, any final comments for either of you?
No, good game.
Well, yeah, well done. How about look at the VODs so I can kind of learn.
That's right.
Once I get thrown off of Protoss, I just get lost. So I need to.
There you go. Well,
I need to practice, right?
You did the max build properly, which is the low ground, pylon. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Nice job. Let's move on to Code S. And Sergio, do you want to cast that one with me? That one should be pretty.
Sure.
Interesting. All right. So
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll be back in
good
about
game,
3
Cyan.
minutes. Good games, and see you later, Cyan. Recover well.
GG's.
GG's.
All right, guys. Sergio and I will be back right after this.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
In and out of the bunker. Extra Marine shows up. SCV Cannon needs to jump out now to start repairing if we're going to do anything. Super Battery pops. I feel like the repair just started a little bit too late here, as now the SCV goes down because the bunker is full otherwise, and this doesn't feel too great for Kalazur. That SCV I really feel like missed out, just not repairing soon enough really gave a huge kind of window of opportunity going the other way. Armory goes down in the back of the main base. I see another barracks just going down over here as well, getting that set up, and this wood of mine will unburrow and move out through to the middle of the map as well. So there's 2 mines out in the center. Blow up a Zealot, and now a Stalker. Wow, 2 mines actually do pretty okay for themselves. And the 3rd Widow Mine got there to try and be the backup needed to get rid of another Stalker too. Cool little play from Kalazur, but there's a Phoenix, and so this medevac will be tracked across the map. At some point, you just gotta decide to unload those mines and hope you can get something out of them, but a second Phoenix is gonna make this very difficult. Because just gonna lift up one of these mines, and that's gonna go down, and it's fair to say that this is becoming a very quick disaster here for Kalazur. One mine does survive and will get to finish up, but with units on the natural, Kalazur won't get to finish that, and that's just going to be GG.
Alright, guys. I'm here with Sergio. How you doing, man? That was a close game you had.
Yeah.
It was very close. Cyan,
Yeah,
a former Code S player, Diamond, so you did really well there. So.
Yeah, his macro is just, it's just so much better. And it's just part of the game, right? How to handle the harass, right? I just a lot of improvement to do there for Protoss.
Okay,
but yeah,
so
it's good.
Yeah, let's bring in Mizel here because we have some updates for you guys. Let's bring him in. So here now is Mizel. We Hurt in Time mentioned that he couldn't make it. He had to go. so he had to play early. But unfortunately, you guys weren't able to play it, right? You couldn't hop on earlier, and now he can't make it. So now you guys will have to reschedule this. I think that's what we'll do.
Oh.
He can't make it now.
Okay.
His company's there. He waited, and which is fine. That way he's not rushed in his games anyway. So I think you guys will have to reschedule, and maybe we can have you play on the next schedule. So I would coordinate that. You guys work it out, right? So I would,
Gotcha.
yeah, go reach out to him and just coordinate when you can do it. Preferably on a night that we actually have a match. So for now, let's talk about that. Let's look at the schedule here. So, Cyan, tell us about the 2v2. What happened? Let's recap it, and then we'll pick up the possible times when
So yeah, Noka versus Tortoise and Hare. It's Protoss Zerg versus Protoss Terran, and Noka. They had a nice cohesive strategy together, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's for that series. That's what got them over the top. So yeah, I thought that was excellent showing for first time 2v2s in this league, and looks like they're a force to be messed with here. So looking forward to the upcoming matches. I know Tortoise and Hare, they're strong. They just were off a little bit on this one.
Yeah, they're a little off. They also went Hyper Turtle went Terran, so he said that's not really his main race, but also he did it so he can be defensive earlier, right? But it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So tell us about game 2, your games.
Oh, excellent. I thought it was back and forth. I mean, definitely the game of the night. No, it's just PvP. Just got to watch out for harassment, right? Sign played well. Being tired and sick and all, he played well. So, yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. And we're going to postpone this DLS Mizel Hurt Time match.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that one. Mech versus Mech or Bio, whatever Mizel chose. I don't know, whatever he felt like.
Was looking to scout his opponent too. So I think what's going to happen here is either they play from a replay and then we'll just cast it, or we just play that during one of the broadcasts. So I leave that up to you, Mizel, to go sort that out with directly with Heart and Time, okay? Alright, so we won't get to see whatever you have prepared. So that'll do it for tonight. Next week, let's talk about next week, right? Now, pending this Mizel Hurt and Time match, what do we have next week? Well, actually, not next week. Friday, this week. Do you see the schedule?
Yeah, those two jokers.
Yeah.
They're up again.
They're up again.
Against the formidable Mista Fusion.
Yep, they're favored there, but maybe those two jokers can have something new, right? Because everyone knows they proxy. And then Code A.
Code A, I think this is a good one. Stu Blue versus Nublor. You got PvP.
Yep.
We've seen how strong of a macro Nublor can be, so I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen Stu Blue play this. Yeah, this season. Yeah, it looks like he played the first one against Little Reaper.
Yeah, he barely lost, so but we'll see.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty evenly matched there. And then Battle of the Terrans, Ghost Chant versus Hurt in Time for Codes.
That's right. So Ghost Chant was hoping for some scouting report on Hurt in Time, but that's gonna be postponed also. That happens, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that will be on Friday, guys. So we'll see you guys for that. And then next week, tell us about next week's games. I think we got some great games next week.
Yeah, next week. Let's start with which one do you want to start with?
Hey, whatever you want, man. What do you want to talk about here?
I see. Okay, we'll go backwards. Code S, Neutrophil, and Dark Menace. I feel like that's.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
That's like NFL Game of the Week, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Number 1 versus number 3. according to last season.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then Cyan's back for our league against Little Reaper.
Yeah,
It's
I think
always
he lost to Little Reaper the last time, so maybe he'll get some revenge.
yeah. I think Little Reaper got him a couple timing builds.
That's what Little Reaper does. He's more of a timing type of player.
Yep. And then we have Cloak versus Kitty Cat Gamer.
Yeah, that's his debut.
Cloak.
Cloak
Yeah,
is
Kitty Cat
back.
Gamer. She's pretty strong Zerg.
Pretty strong
Zerg.
Yep.
Yeah, I like her macro. So
yeah,
it should be a good match.
Should be a good match. I'm sure Cyan will help her get prepared against Cloak.
What race is Cloak?
You know, he plays all of them, so I don't know. I
Okay.
think he's normally Protoss, so.
Okay.
And then in 2v2 we got Polaris versus Cyan Kitty, the debut of Cyan Kitty. And the debut of Polaris won last time 2-0 against those jokers, right? Polaris is with Instability and the new player Caliber, who's a Terran player. So Terran Protoss versus Cyan Kitty. That's tough for Cyan Kitty.
Yeah.
Because Cyan and Kitty Cat Gamer, that's a tough one. But maybe they'll be ready. We'll see, right?
Yeah. You know, anything can happen in 2v2, right? We've seen
That's
that.
true. That's true. And then back over to Code A, Little Reaper, the Archaic. On paper that seems close, but in reality, the Archaic has had Little Reaper's number.
Yeah. I mean, they know each other so well, right? They played,
Yeah.
I'm sure, hundreds of games together.
Yeah.
I'm sure Little Reaper will catch up here soon enough. But yeah, that should be a good one.
And then finally, on Friday, the Code S match. Ghost Chant versus JMPZ. What do you think of that?
Yeah, well, Ghost Chant is one of the favorite Terrans, I think. So another tough match for JMPZ. But it's, TBZ, so
who knows?
I think Zerg is, at least for Terran in our league, Zerg is very strong against Terran. But we've seen what Ghost Chant can do, so
yeah, and
should be good.
JMPZ has improved from his previous matches where he was super short on drones. And then he fixed that. He had a lot of drones. And then now he's missing scouting, so he says he's fixing the scouting part of it. So I'm excited to see what that looks like.
He played number 1, number 2, and Ghost Chant's up there. So
yeah, and Ghost Chant's pointed out that JMPZ has jumped up. JMPZ, he showed incredible range in terms of skill, right? He went from like a super low drone count guy, just kind of didn't look like he was ready for Code S, to a much better player when he played Instability, although he lost 2-0 because Instability is Instability, right? So we don't know. I think JMPZ will be the better player that we've seen before, than before, right? He'll be much better. But is that enough against Ghost Chant?
We'll see. Tune in October 21st.
That's right. All right, and ET is scheduled to cast that, by the way, and then on Wednesday, Turtle Bunnies will be casting. So you're off the hook, but maybe you can cast the week after.
Sure, anytime. Yeah, it's been fun.
There you go. Well, that'll do it for tonight. This is KJ Freedom, Scuderia, whatever my nickname is these days, and this is Mighty Ant, Sergio, co-casting with me. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for casting with me, Sergio.
Yep. It's been fun. Thanks for having me.
That's right.
Yep.
GG's. Yeah, GG's, guys. Laters.
See ya.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire.